Hello reality shifters, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Cristina and today we're gonna talk about what it takes for a complete change in landscape. Did the quarantine get to you as it did to me? Some say if you don't create, then you're creating trouble, and this quarantine in itself has been a big opportunity for trouble creating for many people. But honestly now, sometimes you do need to change. How do you deal with that?
Staying in my car, preparing my coffee over there nicely. But guess what? Look at the view. Have you wondered how is it as you get closer to the Grand Canyon? I'm 33 minutes away and this is how it looks like.
And we're gonna travel through the Grand Canyon, and my question for you is, what are you doing when time for change comes for you? And the change in landscape could be career, could be relationships, location, all of that. The thing is, sometimes we need to make a change and we know it. And the need for change does not come all at once. It happens gradually as we build resistance little by little that erodes the feeling of well-being that we naturally have and be. So what is it that creates this need for drastic change in landscape, complete change in landscape? You know, if you look at the Colorado River here eating at this big mountain and creating this beautiful landscape, what happens is it did not happen all at once. It was not a big boulder coming through and changing all of this. What happens is there's little things happening every day that you build resistance, and all of a sudden the whole world is different.
And then the quarantine and all of that stuff and election and all.
You're not happy anymore. You're not waking up eager. You're bummed down. Your body starts to hurt. And it's not big things. That's the thing. It's not big things. It's small things. Small things that little by little change the landscape of your life. You know, something like it gets dusty. It's noisy. It's stuff in places it shouldn't be.
People get in your space with their germs, or you cannot hug your dear ones.
Or stupid little things that we don't realize we let them affect us. And all of a sudden, everything has to change. I made quite a number of changes in my life, from different careers, from the doctor to an engineer to housewife to the relationships, location, from Romania to United States, and many times around everywhere. I know a thing or two about change. I'm curious, how are you changing? Does the change has to be traumatic, or do you have something clear about how you deal with change? What I found to be very helpful for me when the time for change has come, and that is, first and foremost, is like a change in landscape literally help. Going from somewhere to someplace else, changing the people that are around you, and especially for me, having no people around me has been really helpful. I remember when I made a huge change in career while in Romania, from field engineer to international bid coordinator, and at that time it was weird, the place I've been in. And I went home to my little house in the mountains and wrote a book about Steve Jobs. You can find the link in the description. And the enthusiasm for that book and the love for Steve Jobs and all of that completely changed my vibration. And when I went back to work, I had a different position with way more money, way different, completely different people. And I was really happy in that job.
Just the Grand Canyon, you know, like in the very early morning. Makes me so happy. Guys, if you don't know where I'm looking, it's because my eyes are a little bit like that. Anyway, coffee, right? So I boiled some water. I have this cool little device, got it from Amazon. It's like a resistance basically, that you plunge into the water and it boils. And because it's an electrical device, I plugged it in here. So I don't know if you know this, if you're traveling at all, to have a little battery like that is just brilliant, because as you can see, car is stopped. I can charge my phone, I can charge my GoPro, I can even plug in my computer if I want to. And I can charge this battery either by running the car, you know what I mean, or I have solar panels back there. But anyway, it's just a brilliant thing to have. So Jackery right there. And this is a small one, and it's been good for me so far. So I've been traveling already for 3 weeks. I did not run out of electricity for my computer, for devices that I have. And believe it or not, you know what uses the most electricity? This little resistance to boil the water. But I much rather do that than trying to boil some water with propane or white gas or whatever outside in the wind.
So that's one way. Change your place, lift your vibration, get happy about something completely different, and just forget about that. It will change by itself. That's one thing. Another thing is, how do you not take people with you? And you know, for me, has to be a deliberate choice to stop worry about someone, or to stop blaming someone, or to you worry about someone dear does not help them, and you being righteous about something doesn't help either. And I don't know if I'm talking to you or I'm talking to myself. All I know is I'm doing these things. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Check up the links for the book or for the Jackery or whatever else might interest you. And I'm curious, how do you deal with the quarantine? What changed for you? And how are you dealing with change in general? Are you bored during the quarantine? What's up with this? Are you still isolating, or are you out and about? Tell me more in the comments. Off until next week. Hope you have fun. Bye.